Hello, Carrie here. I know I haven't been updating my videos for a while. Law school has been keeping me busy. But today I want to talk about how to evaluate feedback or constructive criticism or criticism in general. Well, I think it's especially important for young people to know that you do not have to take all of the feedbacks. I know I look young, not to sound very braggy-ish. I have a baby face that I know, and I'm actually in my 30 plus years old. Back when I was just started working, I have been mistaken as an intern by an intern before when I was working as an engineer in technology. And I had a lot of issues with my face. People think I look younger, or they think I look very, let's say, kind and not very aggressive. Sometimes I wish I look like a criminal, but I can't wish for we cannot make it happen. Yeah, so sometimes when you look very innocent and young and have a baby face, you tend to get some shit. And I have been thinking about it and have been trying to reconcile it in myself for a long time. And eventually I decided, fuck it. I'm not gonna make everyone happy, and if people throw shit at me, too bad. I'm gonna throw it back to you. Okay, back on track. So, how do we evaluate feedback and or criticism? Just to make it a little bit more specific as a lawyer. So, first question I ask myself is this person living the life that I want to eventually? Is this person doing meaningful work, have meaningful relationships, have meaningful accomplishments that, I want to potentially achieve in my own life? If the answer is yes, I would value a feedback or criticism from that person. And if the answer is no, you know what to do. The second evaluation is whether this is someone I respect. And respect is something that you cannot demand, you cannot force, and you cannot ask for it. Respect comes from earning it. And basically, if you promise something, are you gonna keep your words? Are you a person of principle, and do you keep up your own standards and values when things get hard? And those kind of things cannot be gained immediately. It kind of have to go through time, and people will find out, okay, this person, is really respectable. Whoever is demanding respect is either from the military, used to that ranking system, or they think too highly of themselves. And to be honest, we're all just common people living our lives. If someone is demanding respect, maybe that someone has narcissistic personality disorder or bipolar. Stay away. So if the criticism comes from someone you respect and you know well, I would take that. I would think about what I can do to improve upon myself. But if the answer is no, you know what to do. Because if you take every single feedback to action, eventually it's gonna be a mess. And that brings me to an exercise that I have done as a coach. So the exercise was try to draw a map using a rope for Australia. And so there will be a drawer. Unfortunately, I was voluntold. So I did my best. It looked like Australia. I don't have a photo because I forgot to take it, but it looked like Australia. And then there will be people around me trying to give feedback, and they can't touch the rope. They can only tell me what to do, and I would follow their instruction. You know the results? The map got worse than I first initially started. The moral of the story is filter the feedback you receive, and also filter the energy you receive. Because sometimes, you know what, people just want attention. And because they want attention in a very unhealthy way, you get some shit. And if someone gives you shit, just throw the shit back. That's kind of the only way you can deal with it. And basically, don't take the shit. And what am I getting into? Yes, so if you take every piece of feedback, you're gonna be lost, confused, and eventually you cannot make everyone happy and you don't improve at all. And bear in mind that we live in a society where people project how they feel, what they feel to other people unconsciously without thinking, let's say. And some people could have identity crisis and they haven't resolved on their own, and maybe somehow by existing you triggered them and they started to give you shit. So more of the story, don't take shit, filter the feedback you receive, and act on the constructive criticism from people you either respect or they're living the life you want to live. And that's it for today's video. I will see you when I see you because law school is hard.